Hi everyone, we're back. We've had a very short break over the half term for Easter. Hope everyone's good. How are you feeling, Samantha?
I'm good. It's actually really nice to chat to you and see your face because you've been in Dubai. I've seen on Instagram the kids look so lovely. Like, I'm so jealous. Everyone, you've got a lovely glowing tan.
It was lovely. It was really, really nice. The kids had such a lovely time. It was so hot out there though. Like the hottest it's ever been, I think, at Easter. It was scorching. I think one day it was like 45 degrees.
45.
Yeah.
It
almost
just that
too hot.
when it's that hot. Yeah, when it's that hot, it's kind of like you can't even expose yourself to it, can you? It's like you need to be in shade the whole time.
It was lovely. I mean, annoyingly, I know you already know because I was texting you. The first couple of days I wasn't very well, which was a nightmare because I mean, it's like every time I go on holiday, something happens, doesn't it? I always get unwell on holiday.
I think, and it's actually quite a common thing to happen when you're go all the time, you're running businesses, you're filming, you're building a house, you are on the go constantly. And I think when you go on holiday, sometimes your body just goes into shutdown and it's like it's fighting all this time. It's probably been fighting something. It's actually like exhaustion, isn't it? I think that's what it is. And it comes out in all different ways.
And remember when Nelly was off and Arthur was off, I had basically what they had. I got it we all had it exactly a week apart, which is really weird, like exactly 1 week apart from each other. When we landed, I thought, I feel a little bit dodge. And then that night, and then the next couple of days, I spent one whole day and night in the hotel room. And you know, when you're away as well, it's just like horrible because you feel so guilty on the kids. Like they was all like happy and excited naturally, and I just felt terrible. But I got over it after about sort of 3-4 days. I felt back to myself. But that was a bit annoying. But other than that, we had the most lovely time. It was just so nice to be away.
Do you know what? It went really quick.
Really quick.
This time, I can't believe how quick it went. I know that Mum went out later for the 4 nights, but maybe as well because I've been really busy back here. But this trip felt like it went like that. So, any funny stories? Tell us about the holiday.
So, let's think.
Where do I begin?
It was quite chilled.
How was the flight?
The flight was this always happens, right? So we had a 3 and a 1. So it was me, Nelly and Arthur and Greg on his own. So Greg done his usual, sat and watched films, headphones on the whole journey. I was in the middle of Nelly and Arthur and Nelly was really good. She slept. She was just, so easy now. Arthur, it was he was on a mission to wind me up the whole journey. He was okay, but then he was having these mad outbursts, right? And there was one point on the flight where I don't know what it was, right? Him and Nelly were having a conversation about something, and it was so silly, right? And basically, I'm sure it was something like pig's balls, right? Something really random. Something like pig's balls, right? Anyway, that was it. I couldn't stop laughing. Arthur then just started shouting out on the flight, pig's balls, But it was a packed flight, literally jam-packed. Everyone was looking, and the more
Easter.
and it was really, really quiet on the plane as well, right? And he kept going, pig's balls, and they were both hysterical.
No.
Greg was none the wiser with the earphones on. There was a family behind me, and I sort of caught the woman's eye, and she was laughing. She was like, I'm really sorry, this is so embarrassing. And then everyone, and when you sort of look above your seat across the plane, I was sort of
you want to see
hiding.
who's looking.
And the more I was saying to him, stop it now, sit down, I was getting annoyed with him because he was doing it, and I was just embarrassed. I know it's but then because I was telling him
he was on the menace,
he was doing it more, so that was really embarrassing. But other than that, the journey was all fine. It's when you get to Dubai, it's so nice, isn't it? Easy. Got to the hotel, and then we had a few days which was just very chilled, relaxed, and then Mum arrived with Johnny G. And obviously Sam, our friend Sam lives out there, he was with us all the time. And then John's sister Sian with Nola, her little girl, they moved to the hotel. So then there was like a little group of us, and we didn't like, do you know what? It's the first time I've ever been to Dubai and not worn one single pair of heels the whole time.
Oh, it's heaven. I think that's just the best. I think holidays should be not having to wear high heels, especially at this stage when we go away with our kids
and you're running around after them, and
exactly at restaurants, and also like, do you find like on holiday do your feet swell as well in the heat?
Yes, massively.
Like, I found so many times when I've been away that my feet are like swollen, and if I put a high heel on, it just makes it ruins my whole evening.
Yeah, no, I didn't wear any heels. Like, we did
So
do
nice,
some things in the evenings, like we went for dinners and stuff like that with the kids.
Nice.
But to be honest with you, like, every single night I was in bed asleep by 11. Like, we didn't have...
Perfect.
Like, we had a couple of days that we went to our friend, you know, like Sarah and John, like Milford. Went there, that was lovely. We had a really good day. Like, they live on the Palm. We done a barbecue. We took the kids out.
I saw that on
Instagram.
Boat. Lovely.
That was really good fun. Greg actually got really drunk that day. He was
Did
drinking.
he?
I turned round. It was like, we got there quite early in the morning. We was like, make a day of it. It was like 12:30, and they had like this really nice drinks trolley. He'd like poodled over to the drinks trolley, and there was like a big bottle of like Don Julio, like tequila. He was like, anyone want one? I was like, Greg, it's 12:30, like, come on. And then
he was like, YOLO.
Yeah, YOLO. He actually got quite tiddly that day. But
he's probably trying to make up for the fact that you spent 24 hours sick.
Yes.
In bed.
Oh,
he's probably thinking, right, now I've been let out, I can start on the shots.
Exactly, yeah.
So since you've been home, I bet it's just like being go, 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 hasn't it? You got home last night. You've done your interviews for the Family Diaries.
Master interviews this morning for the show, and then now this. But I'm glad. But this I was looking forward to for us to catch up anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, you're looking amazing, like so glowing.
Oh, thank you. I've actually made the effort today and put makeup on. That's why, because I thought last time I felt like I looked really tired, but I'm still in the same situation. Babe, Bump's getting bigger. I should probably show you. Bump is getting... Oh,
yeah, show me, because I haven't seen you for a few weeks.
Dark. Actually looks really big. Can you see that?
Oh my
looks
gosh,
really big.
yeah.
So Bump's getting bigger.
Oh my god.
By the day. The sleep situation is exactly the same, not any better. Actually, last night I was so uncomfortable that I ended up sleeping upright. Honestly, I can't even explain. I was literally like this.
Oh, really?
I had pillows here, pillows to support my neck, and I think it must have been about 4 o'clock this morning. I'd done all this. I rearranged my bed, and I was just like that. Like 4 o'clock this morning. I just can't get comfortable.
Oh, Samantha.
Are
you getting that restless leg syndrome?
So I was getting that, not every night, but like occasionally. And then since that, I've been having this guy called Ricky, who is amazing. He's been doing me some like lymphatic, you know, like I've had 3 now. Yeah. And he's been like really going to work on the legs, and that's really helped with the legs. But it's more the baby. Like at night time, it's like, you know, like that feeling, and I'm just... the baby.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And like this morning, I don't know if it was a foot or a hand, and I could like, I don't know, it just felt so, I don't know, and I was a bit like, ooh, like is that a foot or a hand? But it was like really real. Do you know, like I could feel like fingerprints.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, wow.
So everything's fine.
Do you know what? Me and Mum said this morning, we're like not going anywhere like far away now these next few weeks, because remember Rosie and Paul come 2 weeks early.
Yeah.
So that means that really the baby could be in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to be the same as I am for another 2 weeks, and I think after the next 2 weeks, then definitely don't go anywhere too far. I think I've got another 2 weeks of this yet, but then because of my track history with Paul and Rosie, I have got to think of that. Like I do have to think, what if this baby comes the same as them, you know? But I've actually got a midwife appointment this afternoon after this. They just come, don't know, like, take blood pressure, check baby's position.
Yeah.
And then
God,
I've got a
anxiety.
scan tomorrow. So they changed it so randomly. They never used to do like a scan so later on in pregnancy.
Yeah.
So they've changed that now, and you get another one. And I'm going to go to it because I actually really want to know exactly what position the baby's in because of how uncomfortable my sleep is. If the baby's not in the perfect position, I want to start doing some things to help, get into the right position.
What about getting one of the balls? Like the big exercise balls.
Got the ball. I'm on that.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm on that over night time, like
try and
bobbing
engage
around.
the head.
Yeah, get the head engaged. But no, what have I been up to? So Easter holidays over here. So the first week the kids went to Easter camp at school, and we've never really done the camps. But I said to Paul, I was like, they've got 3 weeks off. Well, I think 3 and a bit. And I said, I'm so pregnant. It's so hard to have the energy to fill the days. But but they've done so much stuff. We went skiing. Did you see? We went into that.
That
it was
looked
so good.
Amazing.
So little Paul's into Sonic at the moment.
Yeah.
And they've got a new movie that's launched like throughout the Easter holidays.
Greg took Arthur to see it.
Yeah, and so
loved it.
We went to this like Sonic thing that they was hosting at the snow centre. And they was like, yeah, the kids can ski. And Paul and I have always actually wanted the kids to ski. We was actually going to go this year, and obviously baby, so it didn't happen. And so it was their first experience completely with putting skis on, because at that snow centre in Milton Keynes, it's real snow. So it's like,
amazing.
It feels like
the actual thing.
Yeah. Anyway, obviously we was like, me and Paul was like, we was bracing ourselves for quite a dramatic time because it's like with kids, you don't know how they're going to be. You don't know all the equipment, being told what to do, falling over. I said to Paul, this could be a disaster or it could be quite good. Luckily enough, so Paul brought his little friend with him, Rupert, and Rupert skied before. So luckily enough, it all went as good as could go. Like, because I think where Paul had his friend there who could ski, it was like for him, it was like, I want to do that. So he really got into it. But that was really fun. So that was really good. Then we went to the cinema, watched the movie. Do yours, like, am I the only kids that as you leave the cinema, there's just mess everywhere?
Oh, don't. All the popcorn, all the sweets. It's like...
We literally had popcorn for less than 5 minutes. Rosie dropped hers first, and then Paul dropped his. I was like, why? Why?
I know.
It's just
they should actually do like a different style, like something for kids, because in them long tubes, all they do is you put them on the floor and they're over.
Yeah,
they literally fall over. You literally only have to breathe and they fall over. Like they should do maybe like a more of a, like a, I don't know, something more sturdy that the kids can, even like a bowl.
Yeah, like a bowl with a handle, or like they've got the drink,
or a square box.
Yeah, because they have like the drinks cup. It should be like a something for the popcorn. Anyway, so. Yeah. And Rosie's not interested in Sonic, so we're there. The film was, I actually quite enjoyed it. I was trying to watch it myself, but little Paul's he's really into it. But she wouldn't want to miss out. Like, she had to come. But yeah, what else did I do? I done a pregnancy shoot. Did you see my pictures?
Oh, they looked amazing.
Yeah, I
Funny
really
enough,
liked
Jeff
it.
said to me earlier, he was like, oh, did you see the pictures? How incredible.
Yeah, I was really pleased. So obviously I just kind of like threw it together. I just thought, you know what? I know I've got loads of like phone pictures of my bum, but I was like, I really just want to put together a little shoot. And we literally done it all in about 3-4 hours. So I just thought, it'd be nice to get some nice pictures of the bum. I was like, I don't really know what I'm going to do with them apart from probably post them on social media. But that was nice.
It's nice to keep as a memory.
Exactly.
Really, if you think about it, if you don't get them, you can't ever get that moment back again. You can't.
And that's it. And I was thinking, the bump's getting bigger and bigger now. Before I pop, I was like, I just want to get it in and do it. So we done that. That was really nice. It's got really nice. One of the kids actually that I haven't posted. I'll send that to your mum. You'll really like it. So, and then the house. So we've been like back and forth to the new house.
Yeah.
Still haven't posted anything yet on it, like on social media. I need to. It's a tricky one because I kind of want to get in there and. I feel like everything I'm doing is evolving around the pregnancy at the moment, and I just want to do that after. Do you know what I mean?
You're literally crazy. You're about to drop and you're moving house. Like, two massive things. So I was going to say to you, I said to Mum, and I said it to you yesterday, I'll come over next week. I know you're going to be moving.
Yeah, but
maybe
anyway.
I'll come over and and maybe even stay the night. I'll come on my own. I
Yeah.
can help you. I can take Rosie and Paul out because they're going to be off, aren't they?
Perfect.
Like,
That'd be
just
great.
try and like relieve a bit of pressure for you, because I can imagine it's a lot at the minute.
Because it's all kind of happened at the same time. Obviously, the kids are off school, so that's been tricky. Not tricky, but you want to keep
Yeah,
them
but
entertained,
still.
and then we're like back and forth, back and forth. And obviously, I told you we're just kind of like doing a few bits in the house to get it nice and fresh to move in. But
Have you done all before pics?
I have, yeah. I've got before pics, yeah.
Oh, good. Do you know what? People love to follow a
Yeah.
home journey, even if it, even if it is like smaller, like renovation
Little
changes.
things, yeah.
People are so interested. Like it is interesting though, isn't it?
It is, and also it's something different on the grid rather than talking about, for me, baby stuff or kid stuff, or fashion. It's just
Yeah, or clothes, fashion. Yeah,
it definitely is like a new kind of favourite, don't you think, on Instagram? Like people obviously make home
Massively.
accounts and things like that. So I'm not going to do a home
Yeah.
account. I did think about it, and I know that the home accounts like yours and Greg's, and they've got like so many followers, but I was like, I actually can't even think about that right now. I was like,
Oh, no.
I'm
Not
just
with
going
a
to
new
do like a
baby.
highlight. Yeah, exactly.
yeah. With
Um,
everything on it.
so exactly a week today is moving date. But we probably won't sleep at the new house for a couple of days because it's going to be like a 3-4 day move.
Really, yeah.
So any day come over, be great. Yeah, to
Yeah,
have the extra
okay.
bit of help.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. It looks
I know, I
amazing,
haven't seen
all
it,
the
have you?
pictures.
And I actually can't wait to see your house because I haven't been to your house
Yeah.
since it must be a year ago.
Yeah.
And you was
mad is
away
that?
and Dad showed me round and it was basically a shell.
Yeah. Maybe you should try and come, well, depending on really driving now, you've got to be, you need Paul to drive you over.
That's funny.
Paul to drive you, maybe try and come before the baby, or we'll work it out.
Yeah, we'll work it out. But yeah, just trying to think anything else. I made Paul clean out the lazy spa. I was like, come on, we had a few days. We actually had quite a few days of sunshine when you was away.
Yeah, I see that, actually.
After the snow. So I was like, you need to get out there with the jet wash. And he was like, we're moving in a minute. And I was like, yeah, but it's just something else for the kids to do, like trying to like make things for
Yeah,
them to
get in
do.
the hot tub.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've got your birthing pool. Yeah, we spoke about that, didn't you? You've got everything organised. So
Yeah.
Did you decide on where you're going to have the baby in the new house? What room?
So I think maybe like the kitchen area, because it's like a family room, like it's kitchen,
Yep.
kind of family area. And then we'll have a sofa in there, and we've got there will be a huge rug. But I just think, I don't really know, because remember with Rosie, I was just like pacing about, and then
Yeah.
where I thought I wanted to have Rosie in that annex, in the end I was like, no, I just want to have the baby in the toy room. Do you remember? Because I think that's where I felt most like comfortable and at peace. But where this is a new house, I'm not sure which room I'm going to like the most. So you're all going to have to just like bear with.
Bear with, and we'll be like shuffling that pool around into like throughout doors, won't we? Trying to, no, she's not happy in this room. She's not getting a good vibe.
Yeah.
Back in the kitchen.
That's exactly it. And I said to Paul, I was like, when we pack up the garage, I went, leave out the box of fairy lights. He went, why? And I went, I just feel like I want some fairy lights thrown around.
Yeah, keep
and he
it
was
all
like,
calm.
they're so like, and I went, no, I have a vision how I want it to be, and I want some fairy lights.
Oh, what about the dream I had?
Oh yeah, you
Did I
had a
tell
dream.
you?
You had a dream that I was having a girl, didn't you?
That you had a little girl. It was really real. I woke up really early in the morning. I think it must have been one of those dreams where you kind of wake up, you go back to sleep, you have a really
Yes.
short dream, and then you wake up and you think it's real.
I know exactly. Which
Well,
one.
for about 5 seconds, I thought that you'd had a baby girl. It was one of those really real dreams. It's funny because obviously I keep thinking about it all the time, obviously, because now, especially where it's so near. But we've all kind of said boy all along, haven't we? Now,
all of us.
that's thrown me. It's really thrown me though, because it felt so real.
I can't explain,
know.
because obviously you found out of both of yours, I found out of both of mine. This time round, I really thought that I would be desperate to know and do all these, old wives' tales and things like that. But I really have and felt like that. And I just think
No.
we're so close now to the like to the due date, I keep forgetting that I've got that surprise to come. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's like the baby's coming, that's all I'm concentrating on. But I'm thinking, actually, you don't even know what you're having yet. Like, you don't even know if it's a boy or a girl, and that's another big surprise.
Oh my God. That is going to just be, imagine that moment, we're all there and we're like, it's a boy, it's a girl. You need to get Paul to get the fireworks ready. Remember we said that? We're going to let off a blue or a pink firework.
I've actually been on to the guy for the fireworks. So
brilliant.
He's going to have to bring both, because at first I don't think he was understanding what I was saying. I think he thought it was like a gender reveal. I was like, no. I said, this is going to be the day I give birth. I was like, so I'm going to need one of each, please. And he was like, oh, okay, I get it. So yeah, we need to get the fireworks in.
Brilliant. Oh my gosh.
Did we talk about it before? I can't remember. For those that are probably don't understand what we're talking about, I said to the guys, I was like, what would be really good on the day of the birth, like whether it's a boy or a girl, that evening to celebrate, I want to let off a firework. So if it's a girl, obviously pink. If it's a boy, blue. I thought it'd be quite a nice little added bit of footage. So you know that we love to hear from you, and we like to hear your funny stories, kind of any dilemmas, any embarrassing moments, and we've had a few over the last week, so Billie and I are going to read them out, and we've picked a few. They're quite funny actually, so I'll go ahead and read this first one out. Right, okay, so I was in a public toilet with my daughter, and it's one that has the gaps so you can hear everything clearly. I was going to the loo, and then my 2-year-old daughter said out loud, "Mummy, why have you got a hairy front bottom?" I wanted the ground to open up and swallow me. It was pre-wax, I have to add. That is so funny. And the story is from Sophie. Do you know what? That is hilarious.
That is hilarious.
So I can actually relate to this. It's not in that situation.
Same.
I was in the bath recently with Rosie, and down below, I can't keep it tidy anymore. You know, I can't even see. Anyway, so we was in the bath, and she must have like swiped past a little bit, and she was like, "Ooh," she was like, "Ooh, what is that?" And I was like, "Well, it's just Mummy." But the way they react is just hilarious, because
isn't it?
It's like you're a gorilla or something.
It's so. Do you know what? As well, something similar. Once I was on the on the toilet, and I, like obviously tampon string.
Oh yeah.
And Arthur was like, "Oh, you've got a towel coming from your mini." And I was like, and then I realised,
little mouse's tail or something.
I was like, oh my God, literally, you don't think of things like that. You must be thinking, what the hell is that?
But like,
you can't even really say.
And it's quite hard to explain. And
exactly.
But again, like another similar thing, when I've like been on my period before the pregnancy, and I've had a pad in, and the kids, they're always in your space, aren't they? Like you can't even go to the toilet.
Yeah, always.
And Rosie's gone, "Why are you wearing a nappy?" And, it's like, well, it kind of is a nappy, but like you don't really know. It's like
only certain times of the month Mummy has to wear a nappy.
It's like, I kind of get it. Like for them, I guess it does look like a mini nappy, but then
they're
they're probably thinking, why on earth is Mummy wearing a little nappy? That's funny. Thanks for that, Sophie. We feel you. We've all been there.
Hey, so we've got another one here. It's an email that's come through, and it says, "Hi Sam and Billie. Wow, how do I even put this into words? So basically, last weekend I was getting ready to go out with my husband and 2 children. So basically, last weekend I was getting ready to go out. My husband and 2 children were downstairs. I could hear loads of noise downstairs, but for once decided to play dumb and ignore it. I do that all the time.
So do
all
I.
the time. I just pretend I can't hear. Selective hearing.
It's classic.
Our daughter, age 4, runs upstairs saying, "Mummy, Charlie's done something so naughty, but it's an accident." I would normally panic and run down, but left it all to my trusty husband, who shouted, "Oh my beep God," so swearing. So it turns out our son, age 2, climbed onto the worktop, pulled and broke our kitchen blind, knocked over my Mother's Day flowers, water everywhere. You can imagine this scenario.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Then picked up the petals. Then picked the petals off the flowers, took down his pants and his PJs, and had a poo on my kitchen side, all within minutes. That's a protest poo.
How old is the little boy?
2.
2. That's the age, isn't it?
He's age 2.
Oh my gosh.
He's done it he's challenging his parents. Challenging, they're seeing what we actually can get for doing this one. Yeah. I stayed upstairs thinking, nope, I deal with things like this all the time. Anyway, Sunday evening come around, I thought, right, I best do some washing. I put a load of washing on and went into the garden with the kids. I come back, open the washing machine door to loads of dirty looking sweet corn. Being me, thinking that's weird, and threw it away. As I continued to get the washing out the washing machine, I realised that the sweet corn had come out of my son's PJs and they weren't even rinsed off after his accident. So the dad's just literally thrown them in the washing machine with basically all poo in it.
Why do men do things like that?
How? And then she's put #rinse the solids.
That is, honestly. Do you know what though? That kids that age, I've heard of things like this before, and actually, that to me seems like the child was completely rebelling. It was like, right, I can do this.
Doing something, yeah.
Yeah, what I'm going to do. But I always remember we was away once, and you know, like, I think Rosie, she was only little. She wasn't even 2, I don't think. But swim nappies are useless, aren't they? Like, you know, like the actual nappy.
Oh, yeah, completely.
If your baby needs a poo, it's not being held in those swim nappies. And Rosie wasn't actually swimming, but she just had one on and she was like floating, like sort of playing around the swimming pool with like a few little toys and stuff. Anyway, I thought she was being really quiet. I don't know where Big Paul and Little Paul were. It was just me and Rosie, and I looked over and Rosie had done, so I don't know how it wasn't even in the nappy, so it like come out of the nappy. There was poo everywhere on the side of the swimming pool. And do you know, like
oh no,
do you know, like at the side of the water when it's like the drain, like the row, I can't explain it, do you know what I mean? But like
yes, yeah,
like the lines.
I know exactly. It's like a drain, like a
drain, and it was all basically on there, going in there. And I was thinking, oh no, because does that go back into the swimming pool? I was literally mortified. I like jumped up. I was like trying to get it all, I put like, just from a distance, all I remember was like throwing a towel to like, so no one could see.
Yeah, trying to disguise it.
I was like,
funny enough, when we was in Dubai at the water park, and not Nelly or Arthur, thank God, but a child had pooed in the pool. Like the pool we were sat round, it was like a kids' pool with all water slides, and they evacuated the whole pool. No one was allowed in there the rest of the day.
Well, that's the thing, and that's what I thought was going to happen to me. I thought if anyone sees this, they're going to evacuate the whole pool. Maybe I should have said something, but I wasn't sure where the poo was going as it was going down that.
No.
Gosh.
Chlorine's strong enough.
Yeah.
That would have got rid of any germs.
Yeah.
But also, I remember when it's a slightly different scenario, but you know, I said about protest pooing, so like protest weeing. So some children, they like, well, I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, but I've experienced something quite similar where they get so angry, they do something and they like wee or a poo, like in protest, like we're in anger. So when I first had Arthur and I was breastfeeding him as a baby, and I was sat on the sofa in this kitchen, I never forget, and Nelly, remember when I had Arthur, Nelly was like a nightmare. She really didn't like it. And she stood in front of me, and you know what it's like when they're latching on, you can't just pull a baby off.
Yeah, well, it's their little feeding time,
pull them off. And I was feeding him, and she walked in, she went, put him down now. I said, no, I can't put him down. I'm feeding him, it's his lunch. Put him down, I said. No, darling, I'm not putting him down. She stood in front of me. She had the biggest meltdown. She looked at me straight in the eye, got so angry and stood there and literally just weed, like in front of me, like weed on the carpet. And I remember I was livid. You know, when you're... Yeah. Obviously, he was only probably about 4 or 5 weeks old.
Yeah.
She was
do it in protest.
2.5, doing it in protest, and I remember thinking... I think I rang Greg up and was like, I've had enough. Yeah, I can't do this. Help. You need to get home now. I remember it was like so like challenging.
Babies with poo, you end up with it all over you, don't you? All different. Oh. Poop. So we've got one final dilemma I'll read out. My mother-in-law is insisting my bridesmaids walk down the aisle after me, but I want them to go first. What should I do? First of all, it's not the mother-in-law's wedding.
No, totally should be up to you.
It's your wedding, it's your day. I feel like all decisions should be down to yourself and your partner. But also, isn't it natural for the bridesmaids to go first?
Yeah, because it sort of would take the shine off of the bride if she's got the bridesmaids just all walking behind her. I feel like everyone's going to be looking at the bride, but there's going to be so much going on behind her. So I feel like all the bridesmaids, flower girls, everyone, they have their moment, and then it's like the build up for the bride.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going mad because I was just trying to think. The bride is last, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, some people might do it differently, but I would say to this person that's written in, I would say that it's your wedding day, do whatever you want to do. Yeah, don't let anyone tell you different. And you walk down that aisle on your own and have your moment.
Yeah, have that one moment that's yours, your fairy tale moment. Yeah, that's really strange. The bride comes last and everyone's already standing there and waiting and that's Listen, it's your day.
So annoying.
Yeah, and also just even having an opinion on that situation, it's like, this is not up to you. All the dilemmas. So we have got a couple of ask us anything. Right, let's have a little look. What is Sam's dream wedding dress, and would Billie change hers now? Would you actually? No, it's not long enough, is it?
Do you know what? I think... Because I love reminiscing, looking at my wedding photos still, and obviously sometimes celebrations, birthdays, anniversaries, I do post them again. I think for me now, maybe in years to come, but I think for me still now, I follow, because obviously I had a Berta dress, I follow that brand on Instagram, and I still wouldn't change it. I loved, and actually because I'm going to be, well, hopefully soon, thinking about packing up this house, I was thinking, I really want to try my dress on again. It's definitely going to be a lot more snug on me. But I was thinking, I really just would love to try it on again. I think with your wedding dress, you've just got to 100% love it, haven't you?
But also as well, what happens... what will you do with your wedding dress now? What's the deal? I know some people sell them, or some people just... I don't know. What do you think you'll do?
I don't know. You know what someone told me?
Frame it?
Someone said to me, you can get it framed. Imagine if I had it framed and put it in the house.
I think if there was a space in your dressing room and it was humongous and you needed to fill a wall, you could make a nice feature wall out of it. But maybe that is a bit much.
Or maybe it'd be quite nice to have a glass, a cabinet in your dressing room with a glass front, and you could hang special occasion dresses in there.
That'd be nice.
So you could look at it more often. It's quite a nice idea. I don't know, it's a shame really, because it does just sort of go away. No, I'm going to be one of those mums that's going to say to Nelly, you've got to wear it on your wedding day.
You can put that on,
What sort of wedding? I think I know you always say a sleeve, don't you?
I would love a sleeve. Obviously I haven't really thought that much into it, believe it or not, but I do think it's like most brides saying, we done it with you. When you go to a wedding shop and you start trying on all dresses, I think what you think you actually want, you end up trying something else on, and then you're surprised. I feel like I won't really know until I try on a variety of different shapes and styles. But I do think I'll have a sleeve. I just love...
I can imagine, do you think you'll go fitted or bigger on the bottom half? I suppose it is just that thing of you just got to try on as many different shapes and styles as you can.
I love a vow. I do love a vow.
Oh, a vow, yeah. Gorgeous.
I don't know if this will be our wedding scenario, but I think I'd like to get married abroad, somewhere in Europe. So then that would be weather dependent on material, and I don't know. I've got all that to come. Actually, it's quite exciting. I do.
Oh, so exciting!
Think in the next few years, there's all that to come. We've got wedding dress shopping,
Yes.
wedding planning, where am I going to get married, you know, the
Hen do's, stag do's.
Everything else in between. Like, it was so fun. The planning for your wedding was epic, and I just feel like I've got kind of all that to look forward to. So
yeah, it's going to be amazing.
But yeah, I don't know. Did you see that the Beckhams? Well,
Oh
Brooklyn
yes,
got married, didn't he?
yeah,
she looked lovely.
She looks stunning. She looked like the gloves, the shape,
I
the
loved
hair,
it.
everything.
I
I thought she looked gorgeous.
Yeah, I thought, and also for her age, she probably could have gone and done any kind of anything because she's a young bride. But I think that she went so classic.
Classy, classic, gorgeous.
Yeah, the hair, the makeup. I actually do think she looked really beautiful. That wedding,
she did,
though, didn't it?
It did. So it was like, was it covered by Vogue?
It was. Did you see the picture of like Victoria and David? And then it was like
like a catwalk.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I thought. And also, so did they walk down the aisle, those two?
Well, I actually don't know. I don't know if the magazine's even been released yet because they released pictures online, didn't they? So, and that is one that I do actually want to have a look at. I'm like, where it was it's so big in the press. I was like, I need to actually have a look at this. I want to see what went on across those 3 days.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is going to be amazing. That article, I'm definitely going to get that one.
But yeah, she looked beautiful.
She did. I do think there is like, obviously, like with my London wedding photos, which actually only released recently, didn't I? Obviously we had to do, for our listeners, Greg and I had to do all the official legal stuff here before we went to the Maldives. So we just done a very small, like we done it at the Marylebone Registry Office, a really small celebration, didn't we?
I loved it.
Ceremony. And and then we went to Zuma after, didn't we? We had the private dining bit in Zuma,
and then we went somewhere else to dance. We had a really good. That was actually a really good day. It was unexpected.
It was really good. It was really good, wasn't it? But the photos that Greg and I have got from them, like they're very classic, very just like my dress was really. I remember I had like the vision with my dress, what I wanted, just really simple with like the little vow, sort of like mini vow net over the face. And it is I do think sometimes with which my dress in the Maldives was totally different. Like it was much more like beachy and like. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
white, like creamy rather than white. But I do think sometimes that classic, like tux and a white, like just a structured, lovely shape, plain dress. But I think you can't beat it. It's timeless.
Because everyone was coming to your Maldives wedding. That was the wedding dress, and I feel like it was quite nice actually that you got to kind of wear both. So like for your London ceremony, which was like small and intimate. It was still like so like you'll look at them pictures in like 40 years time and that look that you went for will never date. Like
it doesn't.
It was so classic. Maybe it might a little bit more of your Maldives wedding, but then that was what it was at the time. That's what's special about what you do at the time. Like when you think of Mum with her dress and she had the sleeves. Yeah, like, I love that because that was that time, wasn't it? Like that's what was
time that era.
Time. But that
it's true.
The London wedding, that was really fun. I love that. That's the point. Maybe I'll get to have two if I get married abroad and it can't be official. Yeah. Hopefully I might be able to do the same. Do two.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's another excuse for another dress, you know.
Absolutely.
Another celebration. Next question. What baby names do you both like but haven't used? And has Sam picked names for baby number 3?
I have a name for a boy and a name for a girl that I really like. I can't say they're 100% done deal. I think my girl's name is 100% done deal. I'm not going to share it because you know what happens. People start like putting you off it, or I know someone called that, or you know.
Everyone's got an opinion.
Exactly. So I'm not going to share them. But I've got a boy's name and a girl's name that I do really like. But not 100% because I do think that when the baby's in your arms, like look what happened with Nelly. We spoke about it before, I think. Nelly was Elsie. And then all of a sudden it was like, no, she's not Elsie. So I do have
She doesn't look like Elsie,
Yeah. So I just think I need maybe like a few days once I've had the baby to kind of I don't know.
to
it's
get
hard.
to sit. Yeah. I don't know. I always think like if I did have another baby, I think that like Nelly and Arthur are quite sort of traditional, not old fashioned names, but those kind of names.
They are.
I feel like I'd have to go with something that went with their names, if that makes sense. I wouldn't go for something really modern and like,
quirky.
like Sky or Cloud or, do you know,
I wouldn't. You'd want to keep it, and that's similar to us, really. I guess we've got Paul, and we, like obviously after Paul, we've got Rosie. I feel like I said that to Paul. It's like we kind of need to keep it within keepings. If we go like really quirky, it's going to be like what happened there then?
Exactly. I love
a traditional name though. I do like a traditional name.
So do I. I do. Baby names can be a funny old thing though. Like, I think it can be, there's nothing more aggravating than when someone tells you or asks you, oh, have you got baby names? You tell them what you're thinking. They go, oh, I don't like that. It's like, I didn't ask you if you liked it or not, hun.
No. And I feel like that's why you shouldn't, apart from like your nearest and dearest, I don't think you should share your names with anybody.
It's such a personal
it really is
choice. And it shouldn't, I don't think, it shouldn't be up to anyone else. And
it's your baby.
Unless you've got something nice to say, don't say anything at all.
100%. And that's the thing. It's like whether you want to be a bit alternative or quirky or different, or if you want to be classic, or, name your children after their grandparents and stuff. I think no matter what the situation is, I think that's actually your decision and it's your baby.
Yeah.
And, like, if you like it or not, like you said, don't say anything at all unless you've got something nice to say.
So true.
So the last one's really funny. You're going to have to answer this. Have you seen it?
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Is Handyman Tom single? No, he's not. He's happily married. So funny, isn't it? Tom the Essex Handyman. So basically
Someone's got a crush.
For anyone listening that doesn't know Tom, so he's Greg's best friend and was one of Greg's best men, and he's got a handyman business. And actually, I think Greg's had DMs before when he's put Tom on his like story and stuff. He's had DMs from people.
It's like that.
It's hilarious.
What was that guy in? What was that program we used to watch? And there was like a gardener.
Oh,
Desperate Housewives. And there was a gardener that everyone fancied. It's like Tom's the handyman, and everyone's asking if Tom's single.
That's really funny. Oh
gosh, that's really annoying for Sarah. So we're actually really good friends with Sarah.
Sarah's like one of our best friends. Yeah, definitely not single, happily married.
It's really funny. Do you know what though? You say that? I've actually put a couple of people on Instagram before. Like, I think I done one of Paul's friends once, and I've done someone else before saying like single, ready to mingle, like DM their page, and they've been like inundated. Yeah. And do you know what? This actually happened with one of our film crew from the Mummy Diaries. Like, he was single for ages.
I remember this.
And I put him like, well, it's basically like online dating, isn't it? Like, an Instagram is similar.
Put him out there.
Yeah, and I put him out there. And he had like loads of dates, and every time he'd come round to film, had gone on a new date or met somebody else, or and I was like, hilarious. Check you out. I was like, Cilla Black.
Cilla Black, yeah. Putting everyone out there on your Instagram. Oh, are you single? Oh, I'll put you on my gram.
Yeah, I'll put you
on the story. Yeah. Give you a boost. That's hilarious. Powers of social media.
Exactly. That was so nice chatting to you and having a catch up.
Yeah,
hopefully I'll
really
see you
nice.
in person next week. You've got to come over.
I know. Yes, I'm definitely coming over. I'm going to come see the new house, see the kids. Yeah, and come and see you. Rub that lovely baby belly of yours.
I know. Bigger and bigger and bigger. Thank you so much, guys, for listening, and we hope you had a lovely Easter half term. We're back now, so we're back again next week. And don't forget to DM us or email us any of your kind of parenting dilemmas, funny stories, just to make us all feel a little bit normal. You can catch us on YouTube as well. You can also email us at the Sam and Billie Show @gmail.com. So, yes, thanks, guys. And Billie, I'll see you next week.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah, see you next week. Bye.